Hello everyone, Heather Ryder here. Sorry about that. We were it said unable to connect, so there's that. We're back though. We're back. Yeah, back. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's do this then. Let's see. We'll start with the usual. If I sound a little exasperated, I just woke up, so I guess I really needed this sleep.
The beast moon rises. It is time for a great hunt to begin. Meet me in the Wizard City Arena, or click the gamma button at the top of the screen.
Alright. So where are we at?
I hope so. He just hasn't been the same since that undead monster came in. I'll be honest with you. It scares me, Wizard.
It's time on Wizard City Zekai. I guess I really am that tired.
Someone needs to save General Achilles from himself. Can you do it? Then go inside, and good luck.
The trolls and warhorns seem more docile now. I take it that means we were successful in defeating General Achilles?
More like this wizard was successful, bro. Doesn't look like you moved an inch since you got us captured.
Now let's not point fingers. We succeed and fail as a team. And I will report our success to Professor Drake as such. A team effort.
Whatever you say, Nolan. Wizard, you should head back to Sergeant Muldoon in Old Town and tell him Cyclops Lane is under control.
Okie dokie dokie. Yeah, I just woke up, so I didn't have time to add grounds to my account, so. Alright, I'm gonna see if. Because I have a budget every week, let me see. What? Okay, hold on a minute. That doesn't make it. What? What do you mean just now? Okay. I hardly get any orders on my Etsy. What the? Okay. That's weird, but okay. Did he just go inside that house? I don't know. Apparently, yeah. Okay, hold on. So since I just got on, I gotta do this real quick, so... I gotta do that real quick. So, they changed minimum requirements for master password before my very ass. Okay. They're making me do all this while I'm live streaming. My gravy, gosh. I don't like gravy. Alright. I think I kind of know that by now. I think I can get that out. Okay. So we're gonna do this one. instead. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't think they would do that. Hope they would tell me the darn requirements. Oh, that meets minimum requirements. My goodness. Did they recently have a breach or something? Or is it just updating their standards, or... I shouldn't guess like that, no. If they, something like that, they would have said something. They would have said something, yeah. Okay, does that mean I get... Oh my gosh, of course. Of course, it would. Of course it would. Okay. Damn it. They're making me do all this! It should only be a moment. They're being a butt about it. A very, very big butt about it. Damn it! Well, what on earth? Did they just make you re-enter everything? Okay, hold on. Is there... Not sure what that is. Well, now it will let me do the security thing. Now it's saving my method. The heck is this? Okay, looks like I might not be able to... Okay, hold on. Let's see. Now this is just weird. Okay, Here, while I work that out, why don't we go talk to Sergeant Muldoon? I'm gonna try to multitask here.
General Achilles is backing down? Good. Then maybe he can do the job he promised to do and maintain order on Cyclops Lane. Though it may take a while with all the creatures roaming around there now. Good work all the same, Wizard. Good job on cleaning up those streets. You know, if this whole student of magic thing doesn't work out, you have a bright future as a guard.
Okay, now that's just ridiculous. I'm going to have to call my debit card after this because that's not... I checked the date, it's not expired. So that's going to be a really big butt about it. So it's not the site, it's the card.
For now, though, report back to the headmaster and tell him that everything is under control.
And I did see these decorations, they're gorgeous.
Alistair broke open the sealed caves and unleashed the undead. Why? Deranged as he's become, I can't believe chaos is his only ambition. He was always dedicated to his wife, Sylvia. When illness claimed her, his devotion led him to delve into terrible rituals to restore her to life.
Okay, so I tried with a different card, so that confirms it's my card and not the website. I'm going to have to call my other card then later today. Though, admittedly, they may not be open today, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to do a simple purchase. So I think that's just gosh darn ridiculous. That's just weird. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
I forbade him. He ignored me and destroyed the deaf school in his folly. Now he seeks the Order of the Fang, a lost sect with their own secrets. We must learn why. There is a being who sees through time with the eyes of history and the future, gifted him by the grandmother of ravens. But his eye of history was stolen some time past, and without it, his vision is limited and his memory addled. Alas, we haven't any other choice. So come with me, wizard, to Ravenwood. I have a very important task for you today, young wizard. Your studies will have to wait. You've done such a great job elsewhere. I could use your magic on Colossus Boulevard. I had to lock the gate because the street had become too dangerous. Professor Greyrose summoned an army to run out the ghosts. Something must have gone very wrong with her spell. The gate guard, Private O'Doyle, can tell you more. Please find him in the shopping district and see if he needs help. Wizard, once upon a time there was the first world, inhabited by primal beings and 3 terrible titans. When the feuding titans shattered their world, the primal tree and Grandmother Raven sang the song of creation and wove its fragments together into the spiral. This is one of those primal beings, Bartleby, the grandfather of trees. He guided me to bring you here, and it's his insight we seek now.
My sight is not what it once was. My gaze has turned foul and my memory is fading. You must find the one from the world without magic.
This is that one, Bartleby. Oh dear. You see, wizard, he can't stay with us. His mind is lost in time, in the past and the future.
Beware the spiders, fire rains, the alligator eats the stars. Malice there, if you take my eye, my gaze will turn foul, and your spirit rotten.
Malistaire stole the eye of history? Of course. And this repeated bit about a gaze turning foul, there was once a spectre named Foulgaze. He often haunted Sapphira's tower in Old Town. Perhaps his patterns haven't changed. You must investigate at once.
We're gonna do Colossus after we investigate Saphira Tower. But we're gonna do Saphira Tower after we help Baldur Goldpaws, because helping him will be extremely important to the timeline. I know I'm
I am Baldur Goldpaws, a trader from far-off Grizzleheim, and I have just discovered this world. I have sailed across the great sea of skies, establishing new ports to trade my wares in.
I know I'm sounding a little Doctor Who-ish, but trust me, this is important.
I would like to establish trade relations with the merchants here, if they be friendly. Can you help me? If Prospector Zeke is here, go speak to him. Then speak to your treasure card dealer, and anyone who sells furniture. If you can do that for me, I will be thankful.
No, you're fine. No.
Hey there, young wizard. How's it going for you so far?
You explain that Baldur Goldpaws asked you to help set up trade relations between Grizzleheim and Wizard City.
That's great. Old Zeke's always happy to do business with the bears. Tell Baldur I'll trade with him.
Just so everyone knows, I'm gonna have to make this clear. I do not accept very suspicious, unrelated questions like that. You will be timed out, and if continued, banned, because I do not accept that type of personal I do not accept that at all.
Hello there, young student. Welcome to the library. Can I help you find any book or card in particular?
You tell Mr. Argleston about the trade agreement Baldur is trying to set up.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I would be happy to trade treasure cards with Grizzleheim. I wonder if we can set up a library exchange program.
So, Broke Boy is in timeout for 5 minutes because of that. Because I don't allow that kind of questions on here. And I don't know who that guy was. If he was the same person, then he's lying about it, but he's been ignored.
Welcome to my shop, young wizard. Can I interest you in some furniture for your dorm room?
You tell Mr. Quickhammer about the flying boat with the trader from Grizzleheim.
That's great. I offer a selection of furnishings from across the spiral. Adding imports from Grizzleheim will certainly be good for my business.
That made me feel very nervous, not gonna lie, chat.
Did you get agreement from the 3 merchants? Good! You have brought 2 worlds closer together. You have my thanks. I would like to reward you for your help getting your merchants to agree to trade with my world. Would you like to take a quick trip with me to visit Grizzleheim, my home? It will not take long now that I know the way. You can greet some tradesmen from Grizzleheim and see if they will trade with Wizard City. In Grizzleheim, speak to Thrain Stormfriend, Vider Silverthread, and Dane Goldright. Let them know I sent you with word of new trade partners. You look like you could use a new rune-carved ring. I have just the one in stock.
Before he tries to sell you something, you explain about the trade agreement.
That sounds like a great idea. Sign me up. You should head back to tell Baldur that we're willing to trade. You there! Can I interest you in a new robe? This is a cold land, and you should try to stay warm. What size are you?
You explain that you're not robe shopping. You're here to set up trade with Wizard City.
Trade with Wizard City? I can certainly do that. I will have to get some smaller sizes in stock, though. Welcome, young outsider. Where are you from, and what can I do for you?
You explain that you're from Wizard City, and that you're here to set up trade with Grizzleheim.
Sounds good to me. I'll trade with anyone with gold in their pocket. They are in agreement, then. Good news! We have done well this day. Ready yourself. I will take you home now. It was a pleasure working together. I wish you well in your future journeys.
Well, hello there. I've not made your acquaintance yet. It's always good to see fresh faces here in Wizard City. I wish I had studied to become a wizard instead of, becoming a town guard. Say, I found this book on one of the benches while I was strolling to work this morning. It looks important, and I don't have time to drop it by the library. Would you take it there for me?
On the trail of the Order of the Fang, Part 2. Still looking for the Order of the Fang. How I did not find the Order of the Fang useless. Who are you? Oh, you are the one that dealt with the Harvest Lord, the Banshee, and the Bunny. I was hoping to meet you. I enjoy a challenge. Take a good look, wizard, because this foul gaze will be your last. While you were busy playing with elves and bunnies, I found every book on the Order of the Fang and sent them to my master. The useful ones, anyway. What? No, not Malastare. I don't serve Malastare. I serve Lord Nightshade, Keeper of the Darkness. He serves Malastare. And he rules even now from the place of our banishment, the hub of our new undead kingdom, the Haunted Cave. You know, the one I tried? It's ours.
Traditional theory holds that there are two broad categories of magic: elemental, fire, ice, storm, and spiritual, life, death, and myth. Legends of astral magic from ancient Celestia often complicated those old definitions, but there has yet to be physical evidence of the practice. It was ultimately the discovery of balance magic on Krokotopia that upended the previous paradigms and introduced a composite sorcery that blended the powers of the elemental schools while also being able to enhance or debilitate spiritual powers. Today, balance is considered one of the core 7 schools of magic, but many institutions have yet to fully incorporate it into curricula.
Where am I on those Smiths anyway? Cyclops Lane, Firecat Alley, Colossus Boulevard. Wait, what? Excuse me. How did I not get those yet? Oh, wrong one. It says Firecat Alley. Okay.
Jeepers, don't sneak up on people like that. Don't you know this cave is haunted? Isn't this place just wowzer? I heard all the seals were broken, and I had to finally see what kind of ghosts are in here. I read books on these caves. All the books in the library, actually. But nothing makes history come alive more than really seeing the ghosts. Did you come here out of intellectual curiosity, too? Oh, Lord Nightshade. I've heard of him. Mean guy. He lives in that big tower down the way. Well, I say lives. He doesn't live. He's dead. He unlives in the tower. If you go fight him and survive, can you bring me a souvenir? Ooh, or ask him about the realms of the dead, like the underworld, or Nightside, or Tartarus. I'm super curious. I bet they're nice.
Huh? Now listen here, Missy. I may be half a tire, but I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, why are those ghosts always moaning? Get a room! I swear I hear them every time I'm here. I'm like, why don't you just get a room? If you're in actual distress, no one's going to be able to tell. Now that kind of bad too. That's just weird. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I've never seen the back of this before. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Selfie, hide other players. Yeah, show me pet available. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can get the bats again while she's pacing her hoof like that. Because that will be the thumbnail. Or that. Probably not gonna wait here forever though. So if I have to get the bats here, I have to get the bats here, but this place is just insane.
You truly think to face me, wizard? Do you have any concept of what I am? No mere ghost lost in the ether. I am darkness. King of the dead, Lord of the night side, master of the things in the dark which float and scream. And now you have the honor of becoming one of my subjects.
Let's see. Sure. We would at least need. Yeah, but my secondary school storm, they already that, but this is only ghost stuff. How would I be able to do that? Oh no. Now he's deaf too. I really don't have that many attacks, do I? Yeah, better than nothing. We are finally here. We can now grind. We can now do the special that we were originally going to do. Our holiday stuff. Sure, why not? Protect me, my child.
books on the Order of the Fang? I have not these things. I collected them as gifts. Gifts to the one who freed us. To the necromancer concealed safely in my domain. In the night side, where no mortal thing can see him.
The original practitioners of death magic were shunned by their societies, written off and punished as plague carriers and spirit thieves. And it's true that many a Valentinate found a school with such spooky spells thematically amenable. The worst such group was the cult of the Corrosive Chorus, a sect from ancient Azteca who loathed the song of creation and sought to unwrite it. They traveled across nascent skyways, summoning banshees and spectral skulls to scream a discordant melody that could unmake worlds. Some believe Bartleby himself intervened to stop them, cursing the death cult with eternal life, sealed forever in a soundproof prison.
Then we're probably gonna... We're not able to level up. Apparently not. It's weird. Even this early on, I was able to on my personal account. First of all, show housing pet name. Second, no. Yes. I have no idea. I don't know. Okay, so looks like I am in Ambrose. So not sure. I'll work on that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna continue on this, and I'll try to multitask that. Okay. There we go. We got it worked out. Join me in grinding for holiday stuff. Valentine's things. Protect me, my child. I'm gonna double check real quick. That's lunar stuff. Do we still have... Okay. My brother burned himself again. I was gonna say, don't think you can try that trick again and get away with it, Lord Nightshade. Wand of Veneration. Oh, a crowns one? Let me see, let me see. Yes! Yes! I'm gonna go to the commons and heal up. But that was really good. What did I just walk into? Oh, was he muted for 8 years? What did she do? What could she have done? What could she have possibly done to get muted for 8 years? I'm gonna move this out of the way so I can see my health. Okay. Okay. Actually, now would be a good time to check. Like, I don't know if it's, I don't remember celebrating. This is all new. Let me see. Someone has a couch potato? Yo. Do I have any of those in my tome yet? I have none of these in my tome yet. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go check real quick. all my other wizards to make sure that whether or not I have any of them whatsoever in any of my indexes. I think that's the wording. Sometimes forget which one I'm on. I think last time I was on my death self was that Halloween special. Yeah, because I got him equipped. Oh, hold on. Ash Spider. That's the only one in A's I have in any of my pet books so far. So I don't even... This one is as old as my life self here because she was created before the revamp as well. So if I don't have it in this self's pedigree, I don't know what, and I don't. I have beta fish. Okay. I have none of, okay, I just wanted to make sure, because if I add something that I already have, it's a pet peeve I have. It's a pet peeve I have. Let's see. Yo. Okay, it's still here. Speaking of which, I wonder if I have that. I know I at least have it on one of them. Let's see. Oh yeah, if anything here is more than 300, I set it to friends only. I usually then set it to private. No, I should just set it to private. I know. Aww. I'm almost certain I have it at least on, but not this one obviously, but the Decaversary one. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with me today. Hold on. I want to say it's on this one, because I'm pretty sure I have Decade Dragon, yeah. So this one so it's off of this one. Deputy Nala. That's the one. But anyway, I was just making sure. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm not going crazy. I know it's there. Anyway. Okay, now I'm here. Now I'm here. I knew I was gonna treat myself to this, so I'm gonna do that. Also, I just want to see what this looks like. Oh my. Interesting. Yeah. 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 And yep. Huh? That dude is T-posing. Dark metamorphosis, Satan. Which self of mine is this? CEC I. There we go. Okay. So I think I'm gonna go one last time see. Ah, I don't know. So I got myself a little something for Valentine's Day. I think he's new. No, I don't think it's new because he has that pet. Okay, that's gonna depend, but he's a teen. Yeah, he might be new. Apparently I cannot use that one yet because I don't have pips yet. Or school pips. What you gonna do, man? Okay. You know, once you grind these, you know, these are the base level ones, so you can keep them for stitching purposes. Oh dear. I think this one's for self only. Yeah, I was gonna say. No offense intended, Julian, but I think you need to work on your accuracy because you just fizzled on a life spell. That skill is the highest accuracy. I could be wrong. It could be just a minor fluke. Yep, I was wrong. It's just a minor fluke. Also, everyone, carry on with your lives. This conversation never happened. It's about to never happen when I'm done with it. Yo, what? Got a Q-pig. Yo. Yo. Centaurian Harvey. Welcome to the army. You know, you forget they were in banishment this whole time. You just happen to see books and never realize this is all they had to do. This is the only thing they had. The only thing that I had to kill time with. I was able to pick that up. I forgot there was random furniture like that. Anyway. But yeah. I'm starting to think okay, hold on. Oh yeah, you can see me just fine. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. If, I understand that I really need to sleep, at the same time, I've been thinking about needing to, adjust my schedule anyway. Especially since I work from home. So, in order to keep my sanity intact, you have, it's like that concept infection AU from MLP. If you don't have a purpose, you'll go completely insane. Except it's just like, if you work from home, then you're always at home. If you're always at home, you need to have a schedule, and if you don't have a schedule, you'll go completely insane. You need to keep your sanity intact. You know, in order to grasp and hold on to it forevermore, you must put up a schedule. So, if that makes any sense. If you get the reference, you get the reference. If not, if you're an MLP fan, I do suggest you look that out. Anyway, so two things, actually. One is that in order to make my schedule more rounded, so I keep that sanity, I'll stop that joke, but anyway, my point stands regardless. I need to be more efficient. I need to start waking up earlier in the day, and I'm only going to use an alarm if absolutely less necessary, because no one likes alarms. So I'm thinking, since it's Saturdays anyway, a lot of people don't work on Saturdays anyway, I'm thinking that in order to wake up earlier, I usually wake up by 11, I need to start doing that again. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna change my live stream schedule, not by much. It's still gonna be on Saturdays. It's still going to be just on Saturdays. I'm just going to push the schedule from 4:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. That way, I can get up earlier. That way, I won't just wake up and go to the live stream. So there's that. And I will make sure to post that on my Twitter and everything. I don't know if I need to make it my background or anything on my Twitter just so people can have access to it. I'm not sure. That is something I will eventually have to figure out. Maybe I should just post it and that is what I keep pinned. And then everything else, even maybe just keep live streams pinned while they're active live streams, and afterwards just have that in my bookmark so I could just pin that again. So that'll be in the works. So again, for the first thing out of two things, my live stream schedule will be adjusted to every Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then I have been thinking about what else can I do. Like, I bring Wizard101 content, but what other games can I play to make sure that I still bring in a good amount of viewers? So that 4:30 p.m. will simply be vacant for something else, and I'll have to think of what. I'm gonna think of something that I enjoy and just put that there. Though that's not the second thing. The second thing is that, in case you haven't noticed, I said I work from home. And this is my work from home. This is my YouTube. This is my job. And I understand that some people may not want to hear me blab on about it. That's fine. That's probably going to be the last thing I talk about. But if I happen to really need to talk about it, I really need to talk about it. And unfortunately, this is one of the cases that I really need to talk about it. So apologies for the inconvenience, or just letting you know. But this is my work from home. This is my job. And I'll get to the reason I actually absolutely have to talk about this in a moment. I guess I need to vent about it just a little bit. I am not actually able to get a regular job. And I know there's some people in that same situation, but I tried. I absolutely tried to get a regular job. No one will hire me. And I wasn't able to get even a part-time gig without the state being involved, and that is a story for another day. But usually people wouldn't hire me because of my physical appearance or because of my mental disabilities, because they think they're a hindrance, and because of that I can't get a job. So because of that I have to work here. And this might, you know, yeah, you're working one of the jobs in the world that people can only dream of, doing things you enjoy. I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, that shouldn't be my last resort, but here we are. So so the reason I had to talk about that and vent about that is it's hard for some people to admit that they need help. Not that kind of help, just like if they need help like getting towards somewhere, getting towards something. Because you don't want to be a bother, or you don't want to seem selfish. It's okay to ask if you need help getting somewhere. And unfortunately I have to talk about this because I need help getting somewhere. YouTube has unique requirements, to put it lightly, to in order to start earning an income. So here, just so I don't get logged out real quick. So let's see. I'm gonna see. Hold on. So on here, this is what I've been trying to reach for the 11 years that I've been on here. So next milestone, start your earning journey. Earn income by connecting with your fans and gain access to support forums and creator tools. Now this includes memberships. Grow your community and earn monthly. Excite your audience with access to exclusive perks as a monthly. Anyway, yeah, memberships, supers, then shopping. Now the eligibility is showing as of February 16th, so that's roughly as of 5 days ago. Now these two I eventually got up. Unfortunately though, this is where I'm struggling. I need at least one of the following: 3,000 public watch hours or 3 million public shorts views. I don't know why they set the bars that high, they just do. And I'm also going to try to see if I can earn on Rumble, because I heard their requirements are much lighter. But this is where I'm at right now, and this is kind of where I've been stuck. So if you know a way where I can get these up, or I don't know how you'd be able to help, but if you can, please do, because I'm not sure what I can ask of you, and I felt like I just really needed to talk about this. So there's that. But I don't know. I can try live streaming on a Rumble. They might allow that. I might meet their requirements at the moment. I don't know how to check on whether or not if I do specifically or not, though. So if you guys know how to check on your accounts page on Rumble to see whether specifically or not you have met those requirements, then that's good, because otherwise I don't know. And not the premium creator whatnot, just the basic earning stuff, you know. And then I heard people being able to make money on Twitch, so I can consider doing that. Whether or not I do one of those, both of those, all three, I'm at least going to be always going to do YouTube stuff, but I'm going to see if I'm not allowed to tag my store here yet, but as I mentioned earlier, I do have an Etsy, but once we get that up there, I can link that. Otherwise, until then, I'm not allowed to, so I'm gonna see if I can experiment with those ideas a little bit. And I guess I'm rambling on here as notes I can look back to, and so you guys know what I'm dealing with, and that if you know a way you can help, please do so. Because I need to be able to earn an income. That's why I have those budgets, that I can only spend so much a week, because I'm getting financial aid. And that's a personal matter. I'm sorry, I'd rather not talk about that. But anyway, like I said, live streams will be adjusted to Saturdays at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The 4:30 will be open vacant to something else that I enjoy, whether it's on here or on Rumble or on Twitch. I will try to have to figure that out. I will have to try and figure that out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Unfortunately, the polls did not get any results, so it defaulted. So I just defaulted to this, so to speak. The Twitter one will probably expire soon. So I'm gonna do that. I'll leave the YouTube poll up though, because that one doesn't have a time limit. So it'll say for this date, but it'll actually be for the 28th. And I'll clarify that by commenting that. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. Bye.